Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer and welcome to the first episode of MotoGP 2020. No, I'm kidding. Of course I'm kidding. It's Farm Simulator 19 at Sandy Bay. I bought and downloaded MotoGP 20 this morning and was going to record an episode for you. And then I realized MotoGP 20 is just MotoGP 19. Normally, you need to watch a Fast and Furious movie to be that disappointed. I am so disappointed. So we'll do a little farming instead. The old reliable. Yeah, it's exactly like MotoGP 19. If you're thinking about getting it, by all means, check it out, do your research. But as far as my recommendation, I would say wait till it's on sale because it is MotoGP 19. Right, we leased this forage harvester from the Class Platinum DLC. We leased this rake from the Kuhn DLC, which is now included in base game for 19. We leased this tipper. We didn't need to. We have the Broen tipper parked up in the garage. This is from the Class Platinum DLC as well. And I figured let's get some use out of it. This is going to be our fun map, right? Let's have some fun on this map. I did do some raking in the other meadow, the one with the sheep in it. We're going to do that one off camera at all times because we have to drive through the animals. And we've got, I want to say about 150,000 liters, 190,000. So we're working on it. And I also have the Real Shovel mod, which I thought was a bucket that you bought, but apparently it just impacts all the buckets and all the loaders in the game already. I haven't quite gotten the hang of it yet, but I see where they're going with it. And it makes a difference. Compacting silage, leveling chaff has always been one of my... It's one of the things about this game that's gone back from 19 to 17 to 15. Like, come on, Giants, sort this out. Seems like a modder has, as is often the case. Modders solve problems that developers, for one reason or another, do not. So we'll maybe play with that a little bit on camera, maybe not. I mean, it's compacting chaff. It's not the most exciting thing to do. Right, let's hop in here. We've got two more passes. We're going to do two more passes with our mowers on camera. And then we will park this up. We'll grab the rake. We'll rake a little bit. And then we will hop in the forage harvester. We'll put our trailer on this tractor because it can easily pull it. And we'll do a little grass into the trailer. So we want to do it right here. We want to do right here. All right. Lower those. Lower those. And here we go. So yeah, it's been it's the first day of autumn. So I've been working quite a bit off camera. You can see over there our canola is ready to be harvested, and we'll do that most likely next episode. We'll get that in. Our loan is at 250,000 pounds right now, 250,000 euros. I'm a little bit worried, but let's have some fun on this map. It's why we've been leasing equipment that we could, well, in some cases that we don't need to lease at all, right? We already have a trailer on the farm. We could have just used that. We didn't need to lease that trailer. But things like that and some of the expansions that we've made perhaps a little earlier than we should have, let's have some fun. I feel like the Western Shore is our, not necessarily a serious map. I mean, it is still a video game. But the Western Shore is the one that we're really trying to focus on and play immersive, play realistically. This one, I think we can have a little bit of fun. So we leased some equipment from that Class Platinum DLC, stuff that I haven't used a whole lot. Really, not at all. I mean, we used it on Holzer? Gazelsberg. We used it on Gazelsberg. And even that was just for a couple of episodes. So I figured we could do that. And now what we're going to get for this silage, I don't know that we're going to get a ton of it by volume. I think we should get about 380,000 liters, which would match up with what we got, 80 bales, 90 bales, hay bales. And that would be about 320,000. Yeah, at 4,000 per. Yeah, so, I mean, we'll do okay. We can check the price of silage at the BGA. But prices are on hard, and we have the economy set to hard mode, so we may not really make a lot of money. And I just got a notice, and it's good for 18 hours or 12 hours. It's definitely good for a while. I only got it about half an hour ago in-game time. But the spinnery is having great demand, and we've got 45 wool pallets? 45 wool pallets to take down to the spinnery. Maybe we'll do that next episode. Maybe we'll we'll get started on harvesting our canola and then take some of that wool down. So if we can sell that wool for 50 or 60,000, that certainly helps out. And if we can sell that canola for 50 to 100,000 maybe, I don't even know yet. But I think we'll be okay. There is a field across the highway I'm kind of eyeballing because our cows can eat alfalfa. And I was thinking, let's leave these two, rather than putting alfalfa in one of our canola fields, or what is currently a canola field. Let's put canola in those, or soybeans, or whatever. And that field across the highway and closer to the dairy. I know that doesn't really matter, right? Because as long as it's in the neighborhood, we just go harvest it and bring it in, put it in storage, or bale it, or whatever. But the idea of keeping things close to where they're going to be used, I don't know, that just appeals to the engineer in me. So we're going to put this in here. What else is going on? We bought a bale shredder. I should have just bought it straight away. I think we leased it for like €1,200, 1,200 pounds, and used it when we got the dairy open, and then a couple days later I had to use it again. There we go. So it would have made sense to just save ourselves the... Hang on. Let's go in here so I'm not bouncing the camera around. It would have made sense to just buy it the first time rather than spending $1,000 to lease it and then a day later, whatever it was, $12,000 or $25,000 to buy it. And that's part of the reason why our loan is where it is right now, is we've had to make some of those purchases. And in good conscience, if I'm trying to be a good, smart, realistic farmer, I would have waited until either the loan was paid down or till we had some money in the bank. But I didn't either. Oh, whoa. Did we? Oh, yeah, just barely. You know, that does happen on farms periodically. Things get a little banged up. And I also just noticed, I don't know if you're seeing this, one of our treads is like permanently stained and the other one is permanently not. I think that has something to do with the Real Dirt Color mod, which I really, really like. I just want it to work a little better. That's all I'd like. This was... Yeah, it was working hard enough. We'll let that run. Okay, so we're going to hop in here. Now, you can see we did mow. I did mow with GPS. So what we'll do is put the same specs on this rake, and that should take us down the center line of all of our rows and make some nice, neat swaths. I saw on the... let's start from the bottom, because this one on the end is kind of... it's the end bit. It's the scruffy bit. So we need to square that off first. What the hell was I going to say? What's he complaining about? I don't remember. Something. I don't even remember. I was going to tell you something. So it goes. All right. So we'll get turned around here. Right about like so. And then we'll go into this menu. Set the brake there. We'll go into this menu. We'll set this now at 10 meters. Even though this thing is 9 meters wide, we're going to set it at 10 meters, which is the width of our mower combo. That's what I was going to tell you. I just remembered. Okay, so we are set for center, middle mode. We'll put this on GPS. Oh, wait, what? Well, moment. Let's square up a little bit. I thought we had squared up. Wrong row. Here we go. No, that was right. I forgot to reset it. Here we go. Right in here. That's the center. Yeah, I thought it was. We'll get that on 180. Right? Like so. And then we got to do this. And then do that. There you go. Right. So we'll turn this on. We'll lower. Here we go. So on the butterfly mowers that we use on the back of, in our case right now, on the back of our Kloss TerraTrack, they do have the option for wide spreading or swathing. And I know there are some butterfly mowers that can make one swath down the middle, but apparently those Kloss cannot. Wide spreading just makes it spreads the grass as you mow it. It spreads it evenly from the front mower and the butterfly mowers. when you go to swathing, it makes the three piles that you're seeing in this case on our left. So I guess I was expecting, I mean, I haven't used those mowers a ton, but I guess I was expecting when it said swathing, as we saw the last time we used them, that meant one big pile, one big windrow, but it is accurate to the specs from the factory, I suppose. Now, can we fit around the power pole, through the tree, through the hedge? I believe we can, yeah. All right. And yeah, because the mower was set to 10 meters and this is now set to 10 meters, it's going to put us right in the center every time we come around. Beautiful. So drop that. There we go. And I'm trying to think what else is going on this farm. Our cows, I saw our cows are, when we look in the menu, right, when we look in the dialogue for seasons, we see that our cows are currently all not fertile. I don't think that they will make milk until next spring. So we're only feeding them hay, and they are getting grass and I think wild alfalfa maybe from the field. They're not getting 100% of the food that they want. They're not getting power food. So they're only at 80% health, but they're not fertile anyway, so they're not making milk. I don't think we need to worry about feeding them TMR till next spring, but we will have plenty of silage here momentarily. And when we do, we can certainly use our hay bales to, right, we'll combine those two and we'll make TMR. So I'm not worried about that for now, but I am curious, based on the price that we can get for silage at the BGA, which we do own, and I appreciate that, from a map maker. I think that was, I don't know. In 19, I thought that was an odd thing that you had to buy the BGA before you could use it. I understand what they're after. I understand they want there to be a balance. They want the game to be challenging. I'm gonna make it. Oh, just barely. Just barely. They want the game to be challenging. They don't want to hand it to you. I get that. And I appreciate that. It's really hard to balance a video game. I know this. I know this to be true because you can see so many games and find so many discussions and debates about, you know, where the game is balanced and where it needs more balancing. It is tricky. It really is to make a game all things to all people. It's almost impossible. So I do appreciate that we own the BGA and we don't have to buy it. And I am curious what the price of silage will be and whether or not we can make any money with this or whether we should just keep it to feed our cows. So that is what's going on there. And then next spring, when we do start making milk, I believe we'll be able to take it from our dairy over to right over in that direction, out there on the horizon, is where the calf mod facility is. And if we buy calves and keep them there, I think we have to take milk from our dairy to them, and then when they get to a certain weight, then we can bring them over here and reintroduce them to the dairy, introduce them to the dairy. Is that how it works? I don't know. I guess we'll find out together, because at the moment I have no idea how it works. But we'll figure it out. And that's half the fun of Farm Sim, is just making mistakes and having fun and not taking it too seriously. And even the Western Shore, you know, I said earlier, that's our serious map. It's not that serious. We're still playing a video game. We're still just playing with diggers. So, yeah, this map will be our very fun map, and Western Shore will just be our fun map. Can we make this turn without clipping anything? Looks like we're driving in random circles, but we're not. There is a method here. Here we go. Yep. Right there. Set this. Here we go. I keep smacking my knuckles on the desk. I do apologize. I know that's very loud because it's right next to my microphone, but my desk is so crowded right now. I have so many things on this desk. I need a bigger desk. But if you have an office in your home, you know one of the problems is when you get a bigger desk, sometimes you need a bigger office. And that would just about be the case here. And the other thing we could do is build a race rig and take a lot of things off this desk. Like that would get the wheel off the desk and free up a lot of real estate. But then we'd have to find a place to put the race rig. And when I do build my race rig, I definitely want to go triple monitors. So now it would be a question of fitting not only this desk with a monitor and 2 laptops on top of it. Somewhere else in this office, we would need to fit a race rig with a triple monitor stand. So it's always something. It never stops. I don't know where you are in your life. I don't know where you are on your journey, but you may have You may have realized that by now. It's always something. It never stops. And that's not a bad thing. That's just life. It's always something. Always. All right. Instead of trying to flip it and make a tight U-turn, why don't we go over here, all right? Because we have a little bit more room to turn around up at the top of the field. So let's do this. And then we'll get, yeah, these rows on the left are interrupted. There's some curves up the top of the field, some indentation. So this is our last full row. Let's turn around. We'll come back down this row to the right of where we are right now. And then we'll park this thing up and get our forage harvester going. We've got 15 minutes to go if we want to do a 30-minute video. So yeah, I think that'll be about right. That we split this up between a little bit of mowing, some raking, and then we'll finish it off with the forage harvester. Yeah. All right, that's a plan. And anything else? Anything else that I need to think of? No, can't remember. If there is anything, I can't remember it. We're not going to do pigs. I can tell you for sure we're not going to do pigs on this map. We've got pigs on Western Shore right now, and that's enough pigs for me. That's fine. So it'll just be sheep, dairy, and there are, I think I saw some type of indication that there are specific dairy and beef farms on this map. So if we do get more cows, we'll have to remember to get beef cows for the beef farm, right? And keep everything legit like that. There's this big hump right here. I'm going to very carefully move over it. There we go. And like so. Am I right? Yep, right there. Turn that on. Cruise control. There we go. While we're heading down this road, I'm going to have a sip of my soda. Very quietly, try to very quietly put it back on the desk. And I had no idea. Before I started making these videos, I had no idea how hard this was. And when I say how hard it is, I'm smiling when I say it. I'm not mining for coal or anything. It's not like that. But just, it's like every time I review one of these videos, after I upload it, I always review it, make sure everything turned out okay. And I swear, every single video, there's always one thing I think, yep, I can do this differently. I can do this better. Even things like background noise and fans. I know you can hear the cooling fans on my systems right now. And at the moment, there's nothing I can do about that. There's no other place that I can put those systems. And as far as, getting a baffle of some kind or sound deadening material, yeah, well, I'm working on it. I'm looking into it. But little stuff like that, I would never have thought before I tried this that there would be that many things to try to figure out. And it definitely, I have a lot of respect. I have more respect for YouTubers now that I've started doing this than I did when I was just watching them as a member of the audience. Now that I'm doing this, and I seeing some of these videos that people make and knowing what goes into it for the ones that I make and being able to sort of reverse engineer it, you know what I'm saying? Kind of extrapolate out what I think they're doing on their end for things to work out that way. And it is absolutely next level. They're heroes, man. They're amazing. And I would love to make videos that good. I'm trying to. That is the goal. But it's given me a whole new perspective on just everything that goes into this process. Right, so we're going to park this up. Time, 19 minutes. We're going to park this up right over here. Right about here? Yeah, right about here. We are going to leave it running because it's been working hard. All right. And, oh yeah, and we got some poo too. We're pulling a ton of poo out of our shed over there. So we'll get this set up first. Right up here. All right. So, and now we've got plenty of room. I did cut a headland in here. I did mow around the outside of here a couple times and get that picked up and out of the way before we started. just to make things simple and easy. So we got plenty of room. Let's see what we got here. So if we come right in here, about like so. All right. We want to unfold our pickup like that. We want to pipe out, pipe is out, brake is set. Let's go get our trailer over here. We are going to use Follow Me. I went to GitHub, and I just saw that vehicle control add-on updated today on the Mod Hub. So if you're wanting to try that, it is available. Oh yeah? It already was. It already was running, wasn't it? If you're thinking about that, well, I said it updated. Did it? Or is this the first release for it? Oh. But regardless, that vehicle control add-on is up today. Follow Me hasn't updated in about 5 months on the GitHub, so the copy that we have is as good as any. Courseplay updated about a week ago, but it looks like they're not doing a whole lot with Courseplay at the moment. And I know we want to be on the left side, but I'm actually going to go on the right side because of that power pole, and then we're going to switch over when we get down to the bottom of the field. So we want Follow Me. Like so. Follow Me distance. We want to be next to it. And we want to be about like so. About like so? All right, let's give it a try. This is always kind of a trial and error process for me. All right, so we hop in here, slow the cruise control down, way down. About like right about there. We're going to turn this on. Oh, that's a fantastic sound. Right? We're going to lower. Lower, I said. There we go. Let's see if this thing moves. Sir? Sir? That is, I'm comfortable saying, a little too close. Moment. Oh, game. I love you. Let's come in over here and let's move this out a little bit. There we go. All right. Golly. So now, back in here. How's that? Better. Better? Worse? Better? Better. There it is. That is yeah, a little more forward would be okay, but Follow Me if it gets too far forward, I've found is not, it's not okay. So I think even though this is not exactly realistic, I think that's going to need to be close enough. And that's really not bad. And we do have a distance now, what do we say, 5 meters offset, left to right. So when we switch that over to the left side, we'll know we just need to be 5 meters the other direction. Okay, cool. And we'll go till this thing is full. Where are we at? 23 minutes, that's perfect. We'll go till this thing is full. We'll take it up to the pit and dump it, and we'll call it. That'll be it for today. Yeah. This is, no, this is not all from the Class Platinum DLC. The tractor, the TerraTrack, it is by Giants, but it was just released as a free mod in the Mod Hub, on the Mod Hub. And I believe it's the same model as the 9 Series 900 that is in the Class Platinum DLC, but this one is not part of the DLC. It's just there if you want it. And I think, yeah, we just got to kind of visualize this. We don't have anything like glance up there in the corner. No HUD to tell us how full this thing is. Not a problem. All right, so if we go to the end of this row, and I think it's the best way to do this. All right, what we're going to do is stop. We're going to take the tractor off Follow Me. I'm going to reposition the forage harvester a couple rows over, then we'll drive the tractor over and get that onto Follow Me as well. Like so. All right. So now if we come over here, and I guess I want to do this now. Yeah, let's do this now. So if we say, where are we at? We're at 5 meters. So this is what we want to do. I was concerned about that. Yep, just freeze right there. Don't move. Just freeze right there. And now our distance is set properly. So when we pull this over to the other side, right? And when we position the tractor, it will, the numbers will already be good. We know that they're going to be okay. All right. Oh, then we can lift that as well. Thought I did. All right. So that goes right there. Then we go back over here. Like so. This is going to be a little weird with the hedge and everything and making the turn up the hill. This is going to be a little weird, but I think we'll be okay. So if we go right here, right? And then we say, oh no. Is it because we're not behind it? What about there? There we go. So now, we hop out here. Come around back here. Sneak through. Oh God. Sneak through here. Just trying to get to the ladder. And then up here. All right. Lower the pickup. Cruise control. Here we go. Yep, that distance, at least the offset, is just about perfect, I think. But we do, in a perfect world, we would want that tractor a little further forward. Probably, yeah, about 15 or 20 feet further forward. Let's not get too fancy. I'm happy that it's working at all. That's how I feel in Farm Sim a lot, right? Might not be exactly the way I want it. I'm just happy it's working at all. Close enough. All right, and this will, I don't know if this row is going to fill that thing. Where are we at on time? 27 minutes. Regardless whether it's full or not, when we get to the top of the hill, we're going to take the tractor off Follow Me and take that over and dump it, and we'll call it. And then I'll go ahead and finish this off camera. This is all we have to do. By the way, the other field is all mowed, and it's already in the clamp. And the other meadow on the other side, the other pasture where the cows are right now, we're not going to mow that one because I don't know what part of it they like to eat from or need to eat from. So we're going to leave that for now. So yeah, I'll go ahead and finish this off camera, and next episode, it'll probably still be this first day of autumn. I don't want to waste a whole lot of time, skip too many days, but we will be harvesting canola next time. We'll use the Class Platinum DLC for that as well. I think there is a Mega in there. I know there's a Lexium, but I believe there's a Mega as well. I don't know. Are those fields big enough to need a Lexium? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I'll figure it out. All right. How we looking? Pretty full. No, not really. It's about half full. But I think we've done our 3 activities. Yeah, we mowed a little bit, we raked a little bit, and we foraged a little bit. That's an episode. Time, 29 minutes. Perfect. All right, so at the top of this row, we're going to stop this thing. About like so. All right, there we go. I'm going to lift that. Here, very carefully. Hop up in here, take this off, Follow Me. Head over to the clamp. And how full are we? 59%? Yeah. Yeah, I thought there'd be more in there. I'm curious what the total is, what we get for all of this grass. Because it's, last time it was 3 meadows. This time it's only going to be 2. However, it is meadow grass, not crop grass. So I'm not worried about fertilizing it or not fertilizing it, as the case may be. Not being able to fertilize it and knowing that I have a reduced yield. All right. Right about in there. And I really like this that they did with 19, where it used to be in 17, when you could no longer unload in the spot that you were at, it would stop unloading and close the door. You had to keep telling it to unload over and over. No longer the case. Now it stops unloading. You just pull forward a little bit and it continues unloading. So I think that's us done. Is it not? It is. There you have it, folks. Thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 19. This is Sandy Bay. We'll see you next time. Take care now.